today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Atlanta Falcons taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward or will the defenses adjust? Throwing on first down. Ryder. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Ryder. And his first look is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. throwing to start the drive. Ryder, he's got his man. This is Tate. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up to make the tackle, Anthony Harris, former Viking. On second down, Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. From the gun, Ryder. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. For the first time, we get our look here at the Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts, the second-year quarterback out of Oklahoma.
A lot of expectations for Jalen Hurts this year, but he has the support of the franchise, including the man who owns the franchise. Had a 4-game audition at the tail end of last year and did enough that the Eagles sent Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. They're expecting Jalen Hurts to be their quarterback of the present and the future.
And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down. They'll run it with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down. Going for it with Sanders. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Ryder, and this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryder, throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, Ryder got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On second down, it's Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun, Ryder, that's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Ryder, he's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9. They give it to Williams, running right. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Ryder. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Siposs, to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's third down. From the gun on third down. Ryder, and that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Fourth and short in this part of the field. You just noticed special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the fourth quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
On first down, Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Ryder into the secondary past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Nice little juke. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryder. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Looking to throw. Ryder. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel, when they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not. He knew immediately he didn't have that one.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Right back to Sanders on first down. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. But Charles, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy in the...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them.
Under pressure, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. pass rusher extraordinaire deferred that time, getting the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The Falcons on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and that'll bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throw incomplete. Changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Back to throw. Ryder. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus there to make the grab. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And Sanders has got it complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Run by Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Philly.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Once again with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
One in for an Eagle touchdown. Boston Scott punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Looking to throw. Ryder. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Ryder toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So, big turn of events there. They had him sacked on third down, but the hand to the face going to give him new life.
And when it comes to protecting quarterbacks, partners, you will know, these officials are not going to hesitate if they see a tug on the mask. Heck, if they see a hand up near the mask, the flag's going to come out.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Keith Smith, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Koo now for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the...
Hurts fumbles it, and the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure would be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie things at 20. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers. The offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's caught by Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 49 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that one will be accepted. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryder, that's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Calling a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. From the gun on 3rd down. Ryder got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Williams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Operating from the gun, Ryder. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on 1st down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against us?
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing on 1st down. Ryder. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run. It's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Sanders, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask, defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Here's Minshew. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Scott will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Ryder. He's got the tight end, Firkser, right side complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ryder. That's taken in by Firkser. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. And what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ryder. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
He's got a man. It's Firkser, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Ryder. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 109 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Some tough running, but it only gets them to the 45. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So here we go Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Philadelphia, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports.